Get ready for Hollywood Insiders as we spotlight the legendary Jeffrey Osborne, exploring his incredible journey from powerhouse drummer and lead singer of the funk and R&B group L.T.D. to a celebrity solo superstar. Dive deep into the career of soul and R&B royalty on this edition of Hollywood Insiders. Today we spotlight shine on the unmistakable valid voice of Jeffrey Osborne. From his early days as the drummer and powerhouse frontman for L.T.D, cranking out timeless anthems like Love Ballad, which is my favorite, and Every Time I Turn Around, Back in Love Again, to a stellar solo career, yielding mega hits like On the Wings of Love and Stay With Me Tonight. We trace the music, the magic, and the milestones. Don't forget to comment your favorite track and subscribe for more exclusive artist retrospective on Hollywood Insiders. Jeffrey Osborne was born into a musical family in Providence, Rhode Island. As the youngest of 12 children, his father, Clamps Legs Osborne, was a famous trumpeter who played with jazz legends like Duke Ellington and Count Basie. How about that? His big break into the music industry happened purely to begin by being in the right place at the right time, starting with a stroke of luck as a teenager and culminating in a wild twist of fate that landed him in L.T.D, the 15-year-old audition. At just 15 years old, Osborne walked into a local club, noticed the drummer for the legendary R&B group, the OJs, were struggling. Boldly asked for a manager for an audition, beats out the competition, and spent 2 weeks playing drums on tour with them. This gave him the confidence to pursue music full time. The night L.T.D drummer went to jail in 1970, a funk band then known as the Love Me and L.T.D was passing through Rhode Island right before their show. Their drummer was arrested for smoking marijuana outside the club. Talk about being an idiot. The club owner knew Osborne and asked him to sit in. Osborne played drums and sang a few songs, completely blowing the band away. They hired him on the spot and he moved to Los Angeles with them, moving to the front mic. For the first few years, Osborne stayed behind the drum kit while sharing occasional vocals with his brother Billy Osborne. Because multiple members took turns singing, the band lacked a distinguished identity. By 1976, their record label demanded a single lead voice and pointed directly at Jeffrey. He stepped out from behind the drums to become the permanent frontman, launching the band into multiple platinum stardom. Every legendary music career has a defined turning point. But for Jeffrey Osborne, his journey to the top began with a stroke of pure, unbelievable luck. in a southern trip to jail. Growing up the youngest of 12 children in Providence, Rhode Island, music was practically in Jeffrey's DNA. Father Clarence Legs Osborne was a celebrated jazz trumpeter who played alongside icons like Duke Ellington. But Jeffrey's big break didn't come from a fancy audition. It came from being in the right place at the right time. In 1970s, a rising funk group called the Love Men L.T.D. rode into Rhode Island for a gig before showtime struck. Their drummer was arrested for smoking marijuana at the club. Desperate, the club owner called for a local teen L.T.D. They knew he could lay down a beat and entered Jeffrey Osborne. He sat behind the kit, the show, sang a few tracks, and completely blew the band away. They hired him on the spot. He packed his bags, changed the band names to L.T.D. and moved to Los Angeles. But he wasn't the front man just yet. For years, Jeffrey hid behind the drum sharing vocals. It wasn't until 1976 when their record label demanded a single definitive lead voice. That finally stepped out from behind. Jeffrey finally stepped out from behind the drums to the front mic. The West pure R&B history. By 1982, after a decade of fueling L.T.D. massive success, Jeffrey Osborne made the boldest move of his career. He went solo, stepping out on your own after anchoring a legendary band is always a gamble. But for Jeffrey, it was a masterclass in staying power. He teamed up with legendary producer George Duke, releasing his self-titled debut album, Jeffrey Osborne. He instantly spawned an international timeless that would define weddings and love stories for generations. One particular song track, On the Wings of Love, the 80s, belonged to Jeffrey's valid voice. He racked up 5 gold and platinum albums, providing that he could dominate both smooth romance and high energy funk. Tracks like Stay With Me Tonight and Don't You Get So Mad ruled the charts. Then came 1986 when he dropped his highest charting solo pop hit, You Should Be Mine. Affectionately known by fans worldwide, the Woo song. That was a bad one. Can you woo? Boy, his genius extended far beyond his own microphone. Did you know Jeffrey actually penned the lyrics to Whitney Houston's massive hit, All at Once? He was also among the elite voices selected for USA for Africa historic We Are the World charting single, and a later hit number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 with his iconic Dionne Warwick duet, Love Power. That was a bad number 2. Decades later, Jeffrey Osborne hasn't missed a single beat. He just released his latest album, Back in Love Again, tour section 2026, and continues to pack venues on his 2026 concert tour, even ticketcenters.com across the country. Whether he's singing his solo masterpiece or attracting fans or taking fans back to his L.T.D roots, his voice remains as powerful and prestige as it was the day he first stepped out from behind that Rhode Island drum kit. Jeffrey Osborne's journey is a testament to the power of preparation, meeting opportunities, and the courage to step into the spotlight. Thank you for watching this episode of Hollywood Insiders Artist Spotlight. If you love taking a trip down memory lane with the voice of R&B royalties, hit the like button, smash subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss deep dives into musical history. Drop a comment below. What's your ultimate all-time favorite Jeffrey Osborne track? Let us know and we'll see you in the next spotlight. Again, we thank you for watching. Now, did you know that Jeffrey Osborne's entire career started because someone went to jail? Before, he was a multiple platinum voice behind On the Wings of Love and L.T.D's Love Ballad. Jeffrey was just a teenager drummer from Rhode Island. In 1970, a visiting funk band lost their drummer to a sudden arrest before the show, and Jeffrey stepped in to save the night. Our latest Hollywood Insiders episode breaks down the unbelievable twist of fate, origin story of one of R&B greatest icons.